In any case, ladies and gentlemen, speaking of the kids not being all right, obviously we're going to be talking about the premiere event that took place last night, and the streets are talking. Okay, the internet streets are talking. The premiere event that took place last night, and that is, of course, perhaps one of the worst things I've ever encountered on the internet. You know, just the absolute worst of the worst. The absolute fucking worst of the god dang worst. Clavicular. Andrew Tate, Tristan Tate, Sneeko, and Nicolas Fuentes got together and did the stream of all streams, the stream to end all streams, honestly. The type of shit that makes you go, honestly, this industry should have never been cultivated. It should have never existed. It's probably the worst, the worst thing that humanity has brought about since the atom bomb, okay? Since the invention of the family atomics. I cannot comprehend something so awful. 1.5 white people in this graphic. Bro, you fucking put all of this shit together, you barely got one white guy. What do you mean 1.5? Clavicular doesn't even count as white anymore because of all the peptides that he's doing, and he's the closest to being white in that crew. And yet they're all fucking white supremacists. Time to delete the internet. Time to delete the goddamn internet, dude. It's over. Why weren't you invited? I don't know, because I have a fucking conscience and I'm not a white supremacist. Also, unironically, I'm whiter than all of these guys. So that's probably the reason why they didn't invite me to the diversity seminar at the Heil Hitler conference, okay? That's why I wasn't invited. I mean, there's numerous reasons. Number one, I'm fucking 6'4", and I think these guys barely crack 6 foot. I don't think any of them do, actually. Okay? Number two, I'm the whitest person in this fucking room. Except for this fucking dipshit. Number three, I'm too straight for these guys. Let's be real. Okay? And more importantly, I'm not a fucking ginormous shithead. But I will say, woke is so back, and this is yet another testament to woke being back, as I was joking about, but also kind of sincerely talking about for like the last couple of months. We are so fucking woke that our goddamn Nazis are DEI. I said America's a profoundly diverse nation. Even our Nazis are DEI. Andrew Tate, Nick Fuentes, Sneeko, Tristan Tate, Clavicular, Myron, and Justin Waller arrive at the club playing Ye's band song. So I become a Nazi, yeah, bitch, I'm the villain. Jews mad! Jews mad! They don't understand the things I say on Twitter. Answer to turning tables, El Ego. Yeah, remember that guy said that Sneeko is leaning left, and I told him that, you know, he's leaning in whichever way the wind is blowing, and that he's ultimately just a fucking grifter. They all sucked each other off after this, by the way. I don't even want to... Normally, I would say, like, this shit's gay as hell, ironically, but I don't even want to associate gay people with anything that's on screen right now. You know what I mean? It's like this is truly the lowest of the low, I think. Like, the only group that's not represented here is Aiden Ross. I'm surprised that he wasn't... What is this? Okay. Oh, this is Turning Tables. Cool guys, but it's a music podcast. Hey, it's on the hunt. If they don't ban you from Vancouver, you should stop by the podcast in February, or we can just come see you speak. Inviting the I don't listen to music guy on a music pod. You guys just don't see the vision. He literally doesn't listen to music. This is probably the worst collaboration possible. No, this is why it's the best collab. I'm fucking down, dude. What? Why'd you say El Ego? You know, I don't see everything that... Guys... is Twitter. If someone @s me on Twitter, and I don't see it, it's because I don't look at my notifications. You think I look at my fucking inbounds? It's my inbounds look like this. My inbounds on Twitter are like this at any given moment. Sometimes it's directly these guys in my fucking replies. So, yeah, I don't see anyone adding me on Twitter. I don't have my noties on. Oh my God, he's wearing the Helly Hansen too. God, what the Helly Hansen? What the Heliante? Oh God, they are so soy.
Oh, we're here? We should have kept it going. How we doing? Are we joining the club live now? Yeah.
God, they're so cool. They pause when they open the doors. Fake demons. Yeah. The 2026 Rape Summit was a rousing success. The Aryan race has officially been expanded for initiatives of diversity and inclusion of those committed to the cause. To many more, cheers. Yeah, I try to figure out like what's the unifying factor here, because like it certainly isn't race, right? Like, yeah, they're white supremacists, but it's obviously not race. This is unironically a more diverse grouping than like a fucking any number of different like DSA meetings, okay? What the fuck is going on in America? They got more diversity here than a fucking BLM rally. What the fuck is happening? What is happening, dude? I guess it's just like they're all tryhards. They're all deeply insecure men. They all hate women. The unification factor here is just like women ain't shit and deserve less. Like, that's probably what it is. Bigotry of all different sorts, all different varieties, right? Religion? Bitch, none of those motherfuckers are the same religion or even religious. What are you talking about? I'm just, dude, it is remarkable. Like, I'm sorry. It is quite remarkable. This isn't to say like, I'm not doing the like all gay people are homophobic here. You know what I mean? Like, obviously I'm not doing that at all. It's primarily, this movement is primarily still built around like defending the white race and shit and, you know, perceived victimhood and grievances. But like, I cannot get over the fucking diversity of a group of people that are organizing around loving Adolf Hitler. Adolf Hitler would have killed all these motherfuckers. Like, Adolf Hitler would have killed himself all over again if he realized this is what his movement represents now. This is who's carrying the fucking flame. Like, it doesn't make sense. I know a lot of people will say like, oh, Hasan says you like rich guy who's a socialist. Like, there's plenty of fucking, there's plenty to dive into within the ideological framework of socialism if we're going to get into it. But like, you literally can't be a black white supremacist. You literally cannot be a fucking Nazi who is, you know, Haitian and Filipino. You can't be a gay Mexican Nazi in the United States of America. It makes no sense. Like, it definitionally makes no sense. Like, even in the most maximalist understanding of socialism, the most wrong interpretation of socialism, right? Which means like socialism equals no money. You can still make the argument that you don't die. You just give away your fucking resources at the end when the big socialism ray is, you know, when you get hit with the big socialism ray, you just fucking distribute your finances, let's say. Like, that's the most faulty understanding of socialism. In this concept, you die. Right? Like, you can't live with white people as a white supremacist. None of this makes sense. And I I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is beyond, like, I guess the unseriousness of this movement. Like, they don't give a shit. It's more so just to be contrarian. Like, look at us. We're so edgy. Like, they're 14-year-olds. Like, it genuinely feels like these are like emotionally and mentally stunted adults that just got trapped in like the 14-year-old mindset. And that's the reason why they're doing this, to be like, ooh, look at how edgy we are, right? Maybe it's a little bit of self-hatred and internalized white supremacy. Is the in-group that Sartre described and termed as the anti-Semite. He believed that the group would invent their own group to be prejudiced against if they didn't have Jewish people. It's just for the bag and content, bro. That's it. Why is there no holding from the right, holding these guys the account either? That's the other thing that I don't understand, where like there are, for the most part, it's like right-wingers that will say, Hasan, you're rich but a socialist. That doesn't make sense, right? But there are still leftists who genuinely also believe that faulty notion. And yet you genuinely cannot be a black white supremacist and like survive, right? You inevitably die at the end of this, like whatever you are perceiving as a utopian society, like you're dead, right? And what's confusing to me is like there's no like ideological purity on the right. There's no like purity spiraling on the right where they go, hold on, why are all of our guys black and brown? Your hairline is receding, question mark. Is that why you're wearing too many hats recently? No hate, just checking. No, it's literally because I just don't do my fucking hair and it's getting long already, even though I just got it cut. Why are you so fucking parasocial? Also, I like wearing a hat every now and then. JD Vance's wife is named Usher, and his kid's named fucking Vivek Lamont. I know, but it just doesn't make sense. Yeah, I know. ADL is finally on the case. A group of influencers who bolster anti-Semitism in their hateful behavior walk into a club in Miami and request Ye's Heil Hitler song. No, this isn't the setup of a joke. It actually happened. And guess what? The nightclub shamefully obliged. Why would a nightclub play a song that glorifies Hitler and was banned by multiple streaming platforms? Imagine being Jewish, out for a fun night, and now you're surrounded by people performing Nazi salutes to a song that glorifies the individual responsible for murdering 6 million other Jews. This is not okay. Vendome, Miami. Care to explain? Yeah, what movement do these guys represent, ADL? Who are these people? Oh, that's right. It's because I wasn't there. That's the reason why they're not that mad. You know what I mean? ADL was like, you know, I guess you guys were having an extended quirky moment, just like Elon Musk. You know, remember when the ADL said Elon Musk was having to like a weird quirky moment? It was just an awkward gesture that Elon Musk had done. Maybe these guys were just doing awkward gestures over and over again, right?
They don't understand the things I say on Twitter.
It's just like, I guess it speaks to like the lack of seriousness of it all, where it's more so just about it's more so just about like the reaction that they're trying to get out of people. Like, look at us, we're so bad. It's just, I feel like I'm a crazy person sometimes. Like, or maybe I'm the only sane person. I don't know. Because the last 2 years were spent with all of these like supposedly anti-Semitism combating institutions actively attacking the platform that I'm on, demanding that I lose my livelihood, demanding that I lose my platform because of my consistent anti-Zionist position, right? Like, not because I'm anti-Semitic. I fight against anti-Semitism openly and all the time, right? Very consistently, as a matter of fact. And it's so crazy to me that the very same institutions that spent every waking moment trying to actively come after me and everyone else that had anything to say about Israel were attacked viciously. The platforms were attacked. They threatened everybody around. And all this shit is they're just letting this slide. Brad Palumbo says, yes, we know. I think he's gay, right? He's like a gay Republican or a gay rhino. Yo, Nick, I'm going to go bring some girls over. Fuentes, nah, I'm good.
Yo, Nick, I'm going to bring some girls over for you. I'm good.
I feel like incels see them with these women and think that's cool. I need to be a Nazi. I don't think anyone thinks this is cool. I think the incels that look at this and think it's cool are already so lost in the sauce. Most normies look at this and go, this is the most repulsive shit I've ever seen. I've yet to encounter a human being in the wild that, like, I feel like this is embarrassing even for, like, the groypers. You know what I mean? All the comments are only homophobic, not even repulsed by the song. Yeah, I think most, even right-wingers are just like calling these guys the F slur over and over again, talking about how gay they are and shit. We have to try real hard to make smoking look lame, and somehow they did it. This is the kind of guy who thinks these guys are based.
As a straight man, vaginas are badly optimized interfaces, and I would prefer them evolutionarily eradicated. Aesthetically speaking, vaginas are chaos incarnate. They make hardly any sense. There's no standard layout, no symmetry, no visual logic. Folds on folds, lips of random lengths, hidden bits, and inconsistent shapes.
I'm so sorry, can you go back?
Repeat all of that. Just.
I almost want you to start over. Because, no, I really think you have to go slow.
Yeah.
So you have to go really.
I think about this quite a bit. I'm serious. I think about like the psychology behind like the right-wing movement and where it's going. And I genuinely think these guys have just like run out of things that exist in like the normal American political conventions. So they have to be unconventional because there's a constant need to up the ante. And when the administration, the Trump administration, is just like doing 1488 memes and talking about how America's future for white children must be secured and all this stuff, like they have to do something that rises above. And that's something that rises above in this endless need of making sure the eyeballs are on you is to be endlessly contrarian or endlessly up the ante. And I think in that regard, they have to do like the Heil Hitler stuff, right? Like they just have to keep pushing the needle, pushing the envelope to the best of their ability because the norm has now shifted in their direction. And sometimes I think maybe it's for some kind of ideological purpose. I'm sure this serves some kind of ideological goal for the likes of Nicholas Fuentes. But I can't understand where we're going. This ain't news. Okay, brother. Well, take a week off, I think. First of all, it's fucking Sunday. Like, who's Justin Waller, by the way? I think Justin Waller, first of all, they all love wearing skin-tight suits. That's their favorite thing. Justin Waller is one of those guys that's like in the Trump orbit. Like, he has photos. He's like, all of these guys are like Barron Trump's favorite content creators, by the way. Just want to help you guys understand like where we're at culturally. Oh no, women are too unique. Their body's a wonderland of their own. My steak too juicy. My lobster too buttery. Is the necessity of engagement, is the algorithm demanding they rage bait to stay relevant? Yeah, I mean, one version of this, of course, is also what Nick Fuentes has been doing, defending Jeffrey Epstein. Guy who basically said every Jewish person is actually a part of a Jewish pedophilic cabal. Unironically, has like a moment where he could directly point to a real example of a guy who happens to be Jewish, who is running like an international sex trafficking of children ring, but because he has to defend the Trump administration because he's actively trying to win favor with the Trump administration, or because he has to be an endless contrarian, has decided to defend Jeffrey Epstein on the virtues of pedophilia, right? Nick Fuentes says Epstein was cool as fuck and has accepted his role as a villain and doesn't care about being canceled.
Sometimes you got to be the villain. Epstein's my boy, dude. Let's just be honest. Epstein was cool as fuck. There, I said it. What are you going to do? Go ahead, cancel me. Yeah, I said it. Jeffrey Epstein was cool as fuck. Now what? Go ahead, cancel me. Do it. So sometimes we have to be the villain. Sometimes we have to be on a villain arc. That's okay. I'll be a little unpopular. I've been unpopular before. I like it better.
Yeah, he wants to be the new Charlie Kirk. I say he's really trying to be the next Charlie Kirk. And people mistook what I meant here. Like, I'm not talking about like he wants to get Charlie Kirk. I'm saying like Charlie Kirk played a role in defending the administration. Whichever way the administration was going, Charlie would have to also play along and play ball and be a propagandist, right? First and foremost, his highest priority was defending Donald Trump. So famously, even after he made a big ordeal about Jeffrey Epstein, potentially even being a Mossad agent and whatnot, when the Trump administration came down and gave him a boss call and said, shut the fuck up about this, he very famously said, I'm going to stop talking about this, right? And I think that's the role that he's trying to play as well. It's either that, or he's like increasingly trying to up the ante because this is how he makes his money, right? This is how he gets his popularity. Brother, that's a Nazi. We are not cordial or wish well to Nazis. Wait, what? What led you to believe that I fucking am wishing him well at all? What? Did I even say anything in the same zip code as that? Just listen to my fucking words, man. I'm crying. A right-winger's just calling these guys performative Nazis. Law. I don't know what the right-wingers are doing. I'm ESL. Maybe I misheard. I apologize. No, I did not say anything remotely positive about him or remotely cordial about him. But I think, yeah, he's just like doing this stuff over and over again in an effort to keep up the intensity. It's like, what is the most indefensible thing, right? What is the most indefensible thing you can find? What's the most indefensible thing you can encounter? It's defending Jeffrey Epstein. So that's it. You are sort of being charitable saying he's trying to be the next Kirk. He's not. He's being a disgusting neo-Nazi pedo prick. Wait, what? You think that would... If you think that's being charitable, then you think Charlie Kirk is actually, somewhat better. No, I'm saying Charlie Kirk is a grifter. He was a regime grifter. And Nick Fuentes is actively trying to become the regime grifter to take over the space that Charlie Kirk left unoccupied by getting killed. I just watched your video on Jake Lanning. I grew up in the same town as him. Guy's an absolute fraud. His dad, Ned, is rich as fuck. Owns a few Rooter franchises. The town is tiny, literally one traffic light. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, Poop is trying to become shit. And this guy's like, well, how dare you? Kind of feels like you're defending. Fair. I took it as he's trying to aspire to be more than what he is, which is really seems like he's doing the opposite, aspiring to be less. No, in the Republican side, less is more. That's what he's doing. On the reactionary side, it's upside down world, okay? Good is bad. Bad is good. So the more reactionary you are, the dumber you are, the worse your commentary is, the more toxic it is, the more eyeballs and attention you get. And I think that's what he's leaning into. What is this? Bros in a room full of Andrew Tate, Nick Fuentes, Tristan Tate, Myron, etc., and he's distracted by a random hoe. This is why controlling lust is important. I mean, I don't even fucking understand it, dude. I don't understand it. It's just lame. Like, yeah. Reminder that Eric Adams hosted Sneeko at Gracie Mansion. Obviously, that was not that big of a deal for the ADL at all, as a matter of fact. And at that point, Sneeko was a Holocaust denier too. I mean, he still is, but he was back then as well. So yeah, that's where we're at with these guys. I found Nick Fuentes' future plan. The look maxer is right. Heightism is worse than lookism. Okay. One of the things Fuentes originally made a name for himself was on exposing, in air quotes, other ultra-conservative pundits by bringing up their Thiel Zionist big tech network and emphasizing its ties to Epstein law. Yeah. I mean, it's just, I guess at a certain point, when you get to a certain point in your career, you have to make these decisions where you have to, let Peter Thiel turn you inside out. Right? And that's where he's at. He's at a turning point in his career, I guess you could say, no pun intended, where you make the decision on if you are going to be a blood boy for Peter Thiel or if you're going to continue doing your reactionary commentary on the side. He decided to carry the flame. We are Charlie Kirk. Do these Nazi groups always travel with security or something? How have they not been dogpiled by these groups? No, they always have security. His Blood Boy years are almost over at TikTok. I mean, yeah, when I say Blood Boy, I'm using it as a catch-all terminology. Let's be real. It is interesting to me because, he's been doing this. He literally said Jeffrey Epstein wasn't bad because he was a pedophile. Jeffrey Epstein is bad because he was Jewish. That's not and also was maybe potentially spying for Israel. That's what he said. What does Epstein being cool have to do with Peter Thiel? Think about it. A lot of these guys like Peter Thiel and Palantir and all these other guys are connected to not only the state of Israel, but the same financial elites that are deeply intertwined with Jeffrey Epstein. Think. And you will understand. Think about it. The pedophilic elite that we're talking about. But also, trying to make sense of this commentary beyond that is also kind of silly. Because you have to remember, this guy is a gay Mexican white supremacist, right? None of it makes sense. None of it really makes sense. Nothing going on here is redeemable or makes sense at fucking all. I will say, however, that there are people that are clowning on him even in his own audience. Like I've seen a lot of people even in the Nick Fuentes like former Groyper audience that are like shitting on his like pivot that they've seen in general. Be a neo-Nazi, lie to convince people that pedophilic cabal of Jews control the world. Jewish guy operates a secret cabal of child sex trafficking tied to the most powerful people on earth. Perfect piece of propaganda. Come to his defense. Like it just doesn't make any sense. It's like the Alex Jones situation, right? Alex Jones spent his entire fucking life talking about how people were going to get black bagged off the streets and arrested and sent to God knows where. And that like an international consortium of pedophilic elites are actually running the entire show. And now that it is straightforwardly happening, now that it is straight up happening in real time, in broad daylight, these guys have to sit there and defend it, you know? They have to sit there and defend it because it's their fucking guy doing it. Anyway, the boys, after playing Heil Hitler in the club, Vendome, I guess, came out with a statement. We are aware of a video circulating online from one of our venues that includes content and imagery that are deeply offensive and unacceptable. We want to be unequivocally clear. Vendome and our hospitality group do not condone anti-Semitism, hate speech, prejudice of any kind. These values are fundamentally opposed to who we are and environments we strive to create. We are currently conducting an internal review to understand the circumstances surrounding how this request song came to be played during a bottle parade, and we will take immediate action to hold the responsible parties accountable. Our ownership and leadership reflects a diverse group of partners, backgrounds, and faiths, including members of the Jewish community. We are deeply disturbed by the harm caused by this incident and the circulation of this footage. As our review proceeds, we are evaluating additional safeguards and procedures to ensure our venues are not used as platforms for offensive and harmful behavior. We take this matter seriously and will continue to act thoughtfully and responsibly as we complete our review. There's a huge Jewish community in Miami Beach, so it's crazy that was allowed. Yeah, I mean, you don't have to have a huge Jewish community anywhere for that to be allowed. That's just like across the board, the maximum fucked up position you can arrive at. You know? But it also happens to be Florida, so I feel like it's the only place on the planet where this could have happened. You know what I mean? Dave Portnoy died for this. Oh, you know Dave Porkboy's ass is going to say some shit. I feel like no Hitler songs doesn't need to be a written rule. Yeah, it is Miami, though. And if there's one place where that could have happened, it is Miami. The fact that the damn song was even on the tapes to be played is all insane. I mean, ultimately, I am more like, this is not even like offensive politics. Like, oh, I take offense. This is hurtful. This is harmful. At this point, it's like, I feel like that's like silly to even bring up. Like every aspect of this is ridiculous, you know? Every aspect of this incident is ridiculous. And it's the ridiculousness of it's the ridiculousness in and of itself that these guys are trying to heighten, I guess. It's jester. Yeah, to use a terminology from Clavicular, it is jester behavior. I can't comprehend like what goes into deciding to behave like this. I also think it's pretty funny that this fucking dipshit is always wearing that same like oven shirt, the Holocaust denial shirt with the Cookie Monster. That shit's got to smell so bad, bro. Every time I see this motherfucker on camera, he's wearing the same exact sweatshirt, bro. Buy another sweatshirt. Like, honestly, buy another like Holocaust denying sweatshirt. Why is it always the same one? Like, you couldn't get two? There's not another. You could have worn like the, I don't know, Paper Beats Rock sweatshirt or something. Like it's crazy. He's Steve Jobsing it. It's the same fucking Cookie Monster, let him cook, oven, Holocaust denial shirt that he wears everywhere, bro. Is crazy. That's his merch? Oh my God, that is crazy. Stop putting him on to game. He has multiple of those shirts. He is neither fresh nor fit. Yeah, he is fed. Don't shame him because he's poor. I don't know. It's just every part of this is this clown behavior. It's a goddamn clown car, dude. They're lame as fuck. Speaking of lame as fuck, this guy's my new favorite. I love this guy. Okay, Jake Monroe, alt-right nationalist goth, fighting the woke matriarchy and alternative subcultures. This is my new favorite neo-Nazi, or if he's a neo-Nazi at all. I mean, he says he's alt-right nationalist, so I assume he is. But he's awesome, okay?
Men and women should be working together. That is how society has always flourished throughout all of human history. And what we're seeing is...
Like, if this is where you're getting your news from, you are not going to make it, okay? Like, people will be like, oh, I can't believe you're getting your news from a Twitch streamer, right? Like, that's what they used to say about me all the time, to fucking, like, clown on dumbasses. And it's like, yeah, at least this is my background, right? Like, this is my job. This is my background. This is what I've done professionally for like a decade plus. And on the aesthetic front, like, sure, when you look at the actual things behind me, it comes across as a little silly. It's not as professional looking as like a CNN studio or whatever. But like, when you got guys like Asmongold on the one side and guys like this on the other side, and this is who you're going to, like, they don't even pass the smell test. No pun intended again. They don't pass the smell test. They don't pass the aesthetic test. Like, how the fuck are you going to this guy? Like, oh yeah, I get my political commentary from Timu Marilyn Manson. Like, what?
This new feminization of westernized culture, and with this newfound liberty that exceeds any liberty that a man has ever had, women are now in their feminist state choosing to remove any and all responsibilities to Western civilization, to raising children. They're shedding themselves of all of these responsibilities, and they're exerting themselves in places where they really should not be, because they don't truly understand.
Like, I'm sorry. If you're going to fucking promote tradcath values like this, you can't have a beat on. You know what I mean? You can't get your fucking beat on. You can't be sitting there for like 35 minutes putting black lipstick on and then, you know, sip your drinks through a straw too, ironically enough, even though I'm doing the same thing right now. Because, you know, you don't want to get your lipstick on the side of the fucking glasses that you're consuming drinks out of. Like, what the fuck is happening, bro? You put on a full beat. You put on a full beat. You can't be talking about traditionalism and shit. What the hell?
And the nature of these situations. I mean, Exhibit A was what we saw there with the ICE agent and Renee Good being shot and her wife being surprised when she said, drive, baby, drive into the federal agent. Did she just get shot? That's unbelievable. I did not expect that. It's amazing how that was not included in this ICE disruption training that they all went through. Did you see that? They were like ICE Watch or something. There was like a training.
They have like pamphlets and teaching of how to fight against ICE.
I think they're missing a fucking chapter, dude. I think like whenever you see an ICE agent in front of you, you don't accelerate. Men and women.
God, he's so cool. Where'd you get your news from, bro? I don't think you've heard about it. It's awesome. This guy's dope. I love this guy. He's my new fave on the right. It's like a goth guy with full beat talking to a drawn anime character. And these are the guys who are supposed to be the new movement. I swear to God. If a cute purple-haired girl in college asks you if you want to save England with her, marry her. Yeah, they're doing like, I don't know. They're just doing like the new meta of fascism here. It's pretty crazy. Bro, what are alpha podcasts even about?
I could kill my wife in 2 seconds. I could hit her as hard as I could in the face and she'd die. Right?
Bare hands. Yeah.
Bare hands. I could clobber her in the face and she'd die if I never took her to the hospital. She has to live with that every day.
Yeah.
I think podcast equipment really just needs to reach the fucking prices that.
What the fuck? She die. What the fuck am I hearing, dude? What are the words that are coming out? Dude, is this guy a murderer? Like, does this guy murder for fun? Because I feel like, what's the takeaway here? The way he's like describing this process. Can you give us your opinion on Drake? May, he needs your support right now. I have no idea what this is. Also 29,000 people liked it. What are podcasts? What even are podcasts anymore? Like people are just talking to talk because they got nothing better to do. I feel like they're just trying to find a sequence of words that hasn't been said on camera. Like I think that's the ultimate goal here for like a lot of these guys, right? It's got to be that, right? Because shit don't make no damn sense. What could possibly be the reason why you would say those words on the record in front of a camera? That makes you go, honestly, this industry should have never been cultivated. It should have never existed.
Yeah, bro's mad he didn't get invited.
He can't be serious, right? Like, there's no way these motherfuckers think that there's no shot, right? I mean, he is like 19 and kind of stupid. So maybe that's the reason why he thinks this, or maybe he's just like trying to talk through it.
Bro.
This is the whole timeline is people hating from outside of the club.
Yeah, bro.
You can't even get in.
Yeah, no fucking invite.
Bro, but why are people more angry about us going to the club than war?
Don't do this with the Zoomers still here. Bro, that's so funny. These guys, yeah, dude, I would love to fucking hang out with an international sex trafficker. That's my dream collab idea. Motherfucker talking about hating from outside the club, bro. I was at the Zoran Mamdani rally. You know, the one that you were standing outside of, interviewing all the Muslim and Mexican groypers. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good on the Nazi club invite. Even though I will admit, the Kazuma Kiryu fit looks fucking hard. Nightmare blunt rotation.
Regime change in Venezuela, war in Iran, and then you see less